So a few weeks ago, Couture and I had a fun little idea for a project. And that went a little something like that.
What you working on?
Just trying to figure out my next project. Kind of having a creative block. I don't really know what to do.
I've got an idea for you.
Yeah?
Why don't you let the dice decide?
I'm still gonna be able to open doors, aren't I?
Probably not. This is pretty low budget.
Why not? The rules are pretty simple. You're gonna roll for a style of weapon. You're gonna roll from a theme that weapon is going to be drawing inspiration from. And then the third category, how bad am I gonna get screwed over? Couture made that list. And I guarantee you, she's not going to be nice. First up, my weapon.
Did you just roll a 20?
I just rolled a natural 20.
That's pretty good.
I am God. Because I roll a 20, I can choose any weapon I want. So, I am going to choose a mace. Next thing, what theme, style is this going to be made of? 5. Fairy tales. Final thing, how much is this going to suck? 6. I have to use cardboard for the base. Well, this was fun. I guess I have a new project to get to. When my fate decided by a chonky boy D20, it was off to work. And this one was tough. I had to dig pretty deep into the creative well to find a concept that I was happy with. After a couple days of racking my brain and digging through the internet, I settled on this design. My concept? What if Jack wasn't so innocent? What if Jack knew full well he was going to need a little help conquering whatever he would find at the top of that massive beanstalk? Using what he had around him, stones, strands of the beanstalk, Jack crafts a mace. And now, he's prepared to take on whatever he may find. 4 pieces of cardboard, cut all curved and wonky, became the base of the stones that would be the head of the mace. To make the cardboard look more stone-like, each one got covered in EVA foam clay. I then took my rotary tool to cut and grind in pits and chips. A couple coats of a basalt gray was followed by a brown wash, which in turn was followed by some dirt and sand-colored weathering pigments. I finished with a dry brushing of a bright white. On to the handle, which its base was a cardboard tube. To start, I glued on the business end of Jack's mace. After that, I got to rolling out way too many snaky dealies. There was not too much rhyme or reason to this process. I wanted it to look like a tangled mess of beanstalk, wrapping in and out, around and through. After the clay dried, it flattened out or expanded a little bit. So I reached into my toolbox and pulled out my trusty rotary tool. I sanded in the creases and low spots I lost during the drying process of the foam. The first stop in the handles painting process was a flexible primer. I followed that with a base coat of white. This is going to help the green to stand out better. Now, it's on to green. I mean, I'm simulating a plant, so green was really the only choice I had for the handle. Golden makes a nifty, translucent green gold, which was perfect for this project. I feel it really helps give it more of a gradient of green, with the lower nooks and crannies being slightly darker than the high spots. The final step in this project? A brown wash, just to give it that added bit of depth. This was a really fun project for me. I always get so absorbed in 3D printing that I forget that there are so many other forms of crafting. It's a really good feeling that I get to step outside my comfort zone and try something new and fresh. If you guys like this video, well, you know what you need to do. Couture and I greatly appreciate the help you guys give us. And if you want to see more projects like this in the future, well, leave us a comment down below. I really enjoyed letting the dice decide my fate, and I would love to do another project where I'm at the whims of a chonky boy D20. And now, the final stop on this epic little journey I was on, well, that is the final super sexy shots. You know what? Wait. One more thing. I think Couture needs to feel my pain. So, Couture, I challenge you to let the dice decide. In her video, well, you're going to have to stay tuned and find out what exactly she does.